Sorry for shaking. Just really slippery. Oh jeez. Look at that. Oh man.
Yeah, please come up. No problem, no problem. You can come up and behind. There you go. Now there is a shorter one back there. Come up front. I don't, if you don't want to, that's fine. Okay, now, stone. And that's coming from the Earth's surface, and that is a result of any moisture outside, being melting snow, melting ice, rain, any kind of moisture from outside. That's what creates the dripstone. Now, any moisture that sticks to the ceiling as it comes through the Earth's layer creates a formation called a stalactite. Any excess moisture that drips to the floor creates a formation called a stalagmite. Eventually, this stalagmite will join that stalactite, and when the two join, it makes a rather rare formation called a column. And we do have a rather large one we'll be seeing later on. Now, this formation here, we call that our inverted ice cream cone.
It looks like a fluffy
That there
chicken.
is 84,000 years old. That will grow an average of 1 cubic inch. It'll grow about this much every 300 to 500 years. Now, this ice cream cone has 3 ice cream flavors. The white of the vanilla, that is some mineral calcite, and that's nothing more than limestone mixed with water. The brown of the chocolate, well, that's the mineral iron oxide, and that's better known as rust. The green of the pistachio, or the mint, whichever flavor ice cream you like, that is actually brought into this cave by us. And the reason I say that is when we're outside, the plant life, it's on our clothing. Then when we come in on tours, that light acting like the sun, the plant life jumps from our clothing and starts to grow. Another name for that? Cave moss. And you'll see that throughout our tour. Now, I did tell you in the film that this was underwater some 300 million years ago. There are 3 areas in our cave that prove that, and the first area is right here. Here's a pothole. Here's a pothole. Back then, the water was that high that over those millions of years, the water actually drilled those holes into that rock. And I also told you about what is called flowstone. That's a formation that flows over the top of a rock. We have a sample of flowstone right along this wall here, flowing over the top of that rock. Now, if you look at that area, see how nice and smooth that is?
It looks fluffy.
If you look at this area, that's rough and scaly looking. What happened to that area?
They get touched.
You remember, I said, please do not touch any formations, because if you get too much oil on, you'll kill it. Well, that's what happened there. On those early tours, they let them rub that area for good luck. They actually killed it. That roughness, that's starting